The goal zero is at 5%.
It is freezing in here. We stopped running the heater because our battery is so low just to conserve energy.
I've definitely gotten out of the habit of keeping our goal zero charged.
And hopefully we don't run out of power, but you never know.
And we have solar panels, but based on the trees up here, I don't think they're going to be helping us at all. We just pulled into our campground here at land between the lakes on the southwestern side of Kentucky. This is Nickel Branch Campground, and we're the only ones here, but it is a little bit tighter, so we're gonna go walk around and see which site is gonna fit our fifth wheel the best. Hopefully there's a good one, because there's the lake, and it's really pretty out here, and being at a private, peaceful campground is gonna be a nice treat for us.
It's really nice because we've been staying at RV campgrounds for a while, so we have been pretty close to our neighbors, especially the last spot we were at in Nashville. We didn't show you guys, but we just took a few days off. And this is really nice. We're just going back to boondocking. We'll see how well we do with that in our new fifth wheel, and hopefully we don't run out of power, but you never know.
This one's a pull through, but the trees are pretty overgrown on the leaving side of the pull through, but I think I could back the camper all the way down the road. That's a decent option, because then you just pull straight back out. A lot of low hanging branches here. It's going to be our biggest issue.
I think we liked the first one. We just walked the whole loop. There's about 8 sites. We like 1 and 8, but 1 looks like it's going to be the best with the least amount of low hanging branches. So let's try it out. I think it's going to be pretty because nobody's here. It is $10 a night, which is amazing. And it's very peaceful.
All right, it's been decided. We're gonna try to back down the entrance into site number 1. This is just a convenient couple nights between Nashville and visiting my grandmother in north central Arkansas for Thanksgiving. So we've got 2, maybe 3 nights here, depending on when we want to arrive at her place and when the rest of my family is as well. No real plans other than the fact that we're on the lake means we're probably gonna blow up the boat. I'm all about it.
Well, we walked it back and double checked to make sure everything looks good, and from what we see, things look great. It's a really pretty site looking out at the water. Again, another huge thing we wanted were the big windows in the back, and views like this just make it exactly worth it for what we wanted. So I'm gonna stay outside of the car while Connor backs it up down this long driveway and we'll make sure our communication skills are good. We hope. Okay, we are backing down right now. I'm on the phone with Connor. I promised we were going to get walkie-talkies, but we've had nowhere to ship them to, so service is working right now, which is perfect. I'm just keeping him straight, luckily looking up, and there are no low branches that'll scrape our roof or anything else, and just backing up slowly into the site. It's working well. Yeah, I don't, you're still pretty good straight. You're not, yeah, so it's like you're not gonna hit the heater people out.
Yeah, stop out there and then I'll like slide to the top of the room.
Oh yeah.
So I'll just kind of maybe I'll start angling that way just a little bit. And yeah,
Great.
we have more slide room.
Oh yeah. Our plan is to go right about here so we don't hit this branch, and then should be perfect. It's a little gray and moody today, but it's really pretty. So I think it looks pretty nice, but I don't know how level we are. Well, that went really well. All of the branches we thought were going to scrape were actually a little bit higher than we expected, so we're not as tall as we think we are in our brains. So now we're just going to see how level we are, probably put some blocks out, and call it good for camp.
Pretty level. Just gonna do one of these on each tire. I guess we can go back another foot, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really...
Worst case, I'll just move the branch up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call it pretty much set up at that point.
Don't worry, we know we have to unhook, put the slide out, chalk the tires, all of that stuff. But it feels really easy once you bowl into your site. You feel like you're pretty much done. So it's really nice to have such a big camper like this, but doesn't feel like it's that much effort.
space on these just because we're gonna have to go down
Oh yeah, okay.
quite a ways.
Yeah. This is really my favorite. I do not miss the hand cranking at all.
We've made a mistake twice now where we didn't have the jacks. Like, we didn't put enough room for the camper to go up, that way it can come back down all the way level. So that's happened twice now, and I think we've learned our lesson because we left 6 or 8 inches that we can then drop the nose of the camper down, because this site's pretty back on level. And you know, hopefully it's enough. I think it will be. Just something that we didn't really know we had to remember.
Well, we thought we were doing it right, but it seems as though we didn't put enough, or we did too much. So the camper is not level forward to back.
We dropped this leg down and left like 6 inches of travel. That way we could go back down 6 inches on the front, and turns out we needed way more than that. So I think since we're gonna be here for a couple nights, we're just gonna hook up the camper again and
Redo
it. It's not that hard, so might as well do it now.
But it is kind of a pain. We
were over here like, oh yeah, we have plenty this time. Nope, turns out it takes a lot to get this thing there at level. Well, we have like all of the travel now, so if this doesn't work, I don't know what's going to.
Round 2, it's perfect. There's just a little bit room to spare on the legs, but if we did that again, I'd honestly do them down even a little bit less, which is crazy. This thing is so close to the ground, it doesn't quite look right, but I know it is. It just, even doing it the second time feels like the bad wolf, or like porridge. What is it? Like, what? Not too hot, not too cold, just right.
We've been staying at so many campgrounds that have at least power and water that I've kind of gotten out of the habit of making sure that our goal 0 is charged. I know it's lower. Now we got 23%, which seems really low, but that's probably close to 100 amp hours. And I don't think we're gonna really need much power while we're here. We'll just run the heater at night for a little bit and charge phones every now and then. We do have a 2,000 watt hour jackery that we can dump into the goal 0 if we need to, just in case we don't have enough power for like the slide and the jacks. And we have solar panels, but based on the trees up here, I don't think they're gonna be helping us at all. So just kind of slipped my mind there. At least we got a good view.
That is what I'm talking about.
Good morning. It is mid-50s today and a little bit worse weather than we were hoping for, so I'm not sure that we're going to be able to take the boat out. It could make it through these little choppy waters, but we would probably get pretty soaked on the 2.5 mile boat ride up to Grand Point, maybe? Not sure the name of the town. We're going to take Barkley on a little stroll around this campground area. Looks like our battery is at 16%. Should be good enough for another day or two. I don't know if we're gonna stay tonight. Well, we're definitely staying tonight. I don't know if we're gonna stay 2 more nights or not. Kind of depends on how the town is and how we're feeling. So let's start the morning with a little walk around the campground, and then we'll get in the car and go explore the town.
If you heard that, it's beanie weather today, unfortunately. We were just in like shorts and t-shirts a couple days ago, and that was really nice. It is too windy for the boat, which is fine. We can just go drive and explore town, which will be great as well. And let's show you our private campground.
This whole central part of Land Between the Lakes is a national recreation area, and it seems like there are tons of smaller campground loops similar to this one all along the shorelines. That being said, it is probably some public land because there has been some duck hunting, it sounds like. We saw some people wearing a bunch of orange yesterday. I think they were doing some deer hunting here, but we've heard some shots this morning that sound more like duck hunting. It's cool being along the water here. This Land Between the Lakes separates the Tennessee River and the Cumberland River, so it's a very popular shipping passage, which is unique because you wouldn't think lake and barges, but we've seen 4 barges already, and they're very fun to watch. It's actually my stepmom's favorite part about this place, and when she recommended this spot to us, she said, be sure to watch the barges. So don't worry, Sarah, we're getting to see them all, and it's pretty fun.
My favorite part, other than camping with a gorgeous water view, is this section right here is called Lake Barkley. We didn't know that when we first showed up, and I was zooming in on the map just to see kind of what everything looked like to get a visual. And I told that to Connor, and he's like, no way. So I think that's pretty cool. Barkley, you own all of this. Like I said yesterday, there looks like there's about 8 sites here. They all have a picnic table and a fire pit, which designates where you can camp. And almost all of them have water views, which is really nice. Some of them have pull-throughs, other ones are back-in sites. I would say they range from size. The one that we're in could fit a very big rig, but going down this road, I don't know if I would highly recommend it. So if you have something our size and smaller, this is a perfect spot for you. And then over on the other side, they do have a pit toilet restroom. Connor and I checked it out yesterday just to see what we were dealing with, and it was actually pretty good. You know, you can't say a pit toilet's amazing, but out of the pit toilet rating, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10 probably. And then they have a boat ramp on the other side. We saw someone pull in at 5 a.m. to go either duck hunting or fishing. So they are very dedicated.
Seems like based off of the boat ramp, this lake is down quite a ways. We would have no issue launching our boat because it just rolls in, but it's pretty shallow over here. I mean, you can tell even the dock is just like barely floating in water, so probably not the best time of year to be launching a boat. We're leaving the campground now. The town is actually called Grand Rivers. It's only a couple miles away, just north of here, across Barkley Canal. It looks like a small little town. There's a big marina there. I think it's a pretty popular boating area, and then a little downtown that we can walk around. So should be the perfect way to spend our morning, afternoon here, and then we'll come back to the camper and cook a nice dinner. Pulled in here to Grand Rivers, and the place is honestly pretty busy. I don't know what's going on, but they have a nice public parking area here, and it's pretty well full. Maybe that's a good sign for us though.
It is very festive in here, and I'm loving that. So I'm thinking we're gonna go get some decorations for Christmas and decorate with you guys when we get back to the camper later. Yay.
A little restaurant gift shop there, Patty's, was a little overwhelming and quite crazy, but seems to be a very popular spot here. Now we're just gonna walk around their little courtyard. Feels like we're in an amusement park, or like a Christmas parade thing. This is quite impressive.
Yeah, it's almost like you just walked into their own little world. It makes sense why they call it Patty's 1880s settlement, because there are buildings everywhere. We're walking around and there's just lots of decor. I don't know what's going on, but it's festive. I'm liking it.
Santa's sleeping.
They did a really good job though. I mean, the effort of decorating is very impressive. Very festive. Wow. This is pretty cool. I don't know where we are, but Very impressive.
I don't know if we were supposed to like bought tickets or like pay an entrance fee or something, because this place is huge and so intricate, and I don't really know how we ended up here, but it was right across the street from where we parked and nobody's told us no so far. There's putt-putt though, that sounds kind of fun. Well, we finally made it out of the Patty's Christmas extravaganza, and we're walking now about a mile away to Turtle Bay Resort. This has a big marina on it. I think it has a restaurant or two, and it was where we were going to boat to from the campground. So we wanted to see what it was going to look like. Plus, it's just a nice walk, and it's on Barkley Drive, so it's just all about him today. We made it the mile down to Green Turtle Bay. This is like a marina and resort spot. It's kind of its own community with little bitty like condos and townhomes, and then you have the whole entire marina. It's a huge marina, and I think this is a pretty popular spot for people that start and end the Great Loop, just because you are kind of central to the southeast of the United States and an easy place to leave and travel out of. But it's pretty cool back in here. We're gonna walk over now to the Tiki Turtle, which is kind of the more lunchy shack spot. There's also a restaurant called Pier 32 that's more of a dinner option. So another half mile over there, but it's just through the woods and it's quiet, not too busy here on a Saturday, so kind of right up our alley. It is always crazy to me seeing boats when they're just stacked up like this. Like, it makes sense, but it's just wild to see. Like, what do you do? Just say, I'll take the boat on C18, that's mine, and they just come and grab it with the forklift? I'm sure it's there for all winter, but it's just crazy to see them vertically stacked up like that.
Really cute spot. I actually loved it, but it is pretty cold out. As you can see, we're wearing puffies and we'd have to sit outside with Barkley, so we're gonna keep walking back. Maybe we'll go back and watch some football later today since it's Saturday, but it was cute. I recommend if you're in the area. I see why it's popular.
We're back at the camper and it's just after 4 o'clock, which means it's almost dark outside already. I hate daylight savings and the fact that it's so dark so quick in the wintertime. But since we're here, we did want to decorate for Christmas because, well, it's almost Thanksgiving, and since we do put the camper away in like mid-December, we don't have very much time to have it decorated for the holidays here. So we picked up some items on the way back in the little town, and I think we can make this place look pretty cute for the holidays. We already had the little wreath sitting there, and then we picked up these placemats to make it look like a table runner, so that looks cute. But
the best part is we found a little tree. Hobby Lobby had a 50% off everything sale, so we didn't go too crazy, which was good, but we did get some items that would be festive, and of course we wanted a tree. This one already has lights on it, pillow that I don't know where we're gonna put, some stockings. That's a BCA. Cute little gnome. And then some lights. We didn't get too much because we didn't want, you know, things that we're not going to use for the rest of the year, and where the heck are they going to go after Christmas, but I think we can deal with just about 6 items. Oh, we did get Barkley also a bigger stocking because we thought it would be fun to put treats in them, and he digs around and has a good time. I think this would look really cute on our table. Since we're running low on batteries, these are really gonna get us through tonight. Oh, it looks really cute. I love it already. Okay, moving on.
oh yeah, that's perfect.
Right there?
Yeah.
And then maybe put our stockings up here.
Nice.
We're working with what we got. BCA?
Yeah, I think BCA.
So it doesn't spell all the other words.
Otherwise it's the ABCs or it's cab. So nice. Oh yeah, so easy. So Christmassy.
I love it.
Just feels good to be able to put our personal touch on this camper. It's the first one that's really felt like home since our truck camper, because we actually had to like put a bunch of effort into it and redo some things inside. So that's been amazing having this feel like such a good space on the road, and now being able to decorate for the holidays just adds to that even more. Looks cute. Nice little seating area. It's gonna be great for our dinner tonight. We're making chili because it's 50 degrees outside and we have 1 pack of venison left from a deer that I shot last fall. So hopefully I can harvest another one this year with my dad, and that'll keep the freezer restocked, but it's gonna be some good chili. We're in the middle of watching the TCU game tonight, and it's not going great. Start of the 4th quarter, which means we have a little bit of time here to make some dinner. I'm gonna get an onion chopped, that way we can get it sauteed for the chili, and then add in the venison and a can of a tri-bean chili mix, rotel, spices, broth, and that's pretty much it. We have it down pretty good. We made it about 10 days ago and it was fantastic. So hopefully it turns out the same, but I'm gonna get it started now. Typically we put like a little thing of tomato paste in here, but we don't have that, so I'm just gonna use some marinara sauce. It's gonna be close enough.
This looks so good. Oops, I forgot my spoon. Thanks, chef.
Of course, no bowl of chili is complete without cheese and
our favorite chip, Fritos. So good. There you go. Honestly, we just took Barkley on a walk and it cooled down quite a bit. So chili is the perfect meal for us tonight. We added some habanero cheddar cheese, I think it's called. It's one of our favorites, so it's gonna add a little spice to the chili.
Good temp. It's one of those meals that always feels so much like fall, and well, it is fall because it's cold and rainy, and it's a good one. I love it with the venison, makes it light and a little bit better for you because you know there's like no fat in the meat. I'm just glad Amelia likes it too, so. Sorry if it's pretty dark in here. We are trying to conserve some of the lights because our batteries are at 12% and we still need to put the slide in and raise the camper up tomorrow to hitch it to the truck. Plus a little bit of heat tonight, so we're just saving power where we can. Good morning. We made it through the night with just a very tiny bit of battery power left to spare. The goal zero is at 5%. So today I'm going to take what's left of this jackery that we keep in between the 2 chairs as kind of a backup charging station, and I'm gonna dump that into the goal zero so we know we have enough power to get the slide in and to get the camper raised to attach to the truck. Let's do that right now. Okay. 48% on the jackery should be like 800 watt hours, which should get an extra like 5 or 6% on the goal zero once you take out all of the efficiency loss, which should be plenty. We do have solar panels, but you know, clouds and trees not doing us any good here. So once we leave and drive today, it's supposed to be sunny and we should be able to get some power on the road. But either way, this will do what it needs to for now.
Well, good morning. I am getting dressed right now because we are getting ready to pack up the camper and it is freezing in here. I just got out of bed and it is 55 degrees in here and it is 46 out right now. It's only, I guess it's almost 9 o'clock. Connor wants to roll out of here by 10 because we have at least a 5 or 6 hour drive ahead of us to get to his grandma's house for Thanksgiving, which will be really nice, but it is a longer day on the road. So we're gonna start getting packed up, but first thing is me putting on layers because it is chilly. We stopped running the heater because our battery is so low just to conserve energy for the slide and hooking up our trailer. But that'll just make me move a little bit faster this morning.
One thing this camper doesn't have that if we keep it for the next year or two we can add next summer back in Michigan is a slide topper. So in the fall when all the leaves are falling off of the trees, they pile up on the roof of the slide. What we did, saw this online, and we have our leaf blower, and you just take a PVC reducer to a little angled coupler there. And then now I can just reach the blower up here and use it along the slide to blow all the leaves off of. Just an easy way to clean out the slide before we bring it in. We have the camper all packed up here and just letting the truck warm up before we hitch up and leave. This spot was a really great test just to know how well this camper is at boondocking for a short period of time, but we know we could last at least a week with our current setup anywhere in the country, which is really amazing. It's been such a great trailer. We're very happy with it, and so far I'm thinking it may be around for a while. It's going to be about a 5-hour drive today to my grandmother's house, so a lot of time on the road, hopefully uneventful, and pretty enough that it makes the drive go by quickly.
See you guys at our next spot, wherever that may be. Thanks for watching, guys.